The mood in Philly shifted quickly after the latest events involving the team. Names like Landon Dickerson and Jalen Hurts are at the center of conversations, with reactions ranging from shock to outrage. These updates could change the course of the season and have fans on high alert. If you're a big fan, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. Let's get to the video. Sunday's practice in Philly took a rough turn when Landon Dickerson, the Eagles' rock-solid Pro Bowl guard, had to be carted off with what looked like a right leg injury. According to ESPN's Tim McManus, it was serious enough that tests were immediately scheduled for Monday. Now, Adam Schefter's got the latest scoop. The early belief is that Dickerson's dealing with a meniscus injury in that right knee. Here's where it gets tricky. The docs are still huddling up for second and third opinions to figure out exactly how bad it is and what kind of surgery, if any, he's looking at. If it's just a meniscus trim, there's a decent shot he's back on the field before the regular season wraps up. But if it's a full tear, we're talking season over. Just ask Vikings QB J.J. McCarthy, who had that exact nightmare last preseason. For the Eagles, losing Dickerson for any real chunk of time is no small problem. This guy has been a full-time starter every year since he got drafted, made the Pro Bowl in each of the last 3 seasons, and just cashed in back in February with a 4-year, $84 million deal. At the time, the richest guard contract in NFL history. He signed through 2028 and is supposed to be a cornerstone of the O-line for years. This also comes at a bad time depth-wise. The Eagles lost Mekhi Becton in the offseason after his surprising breakout at right guard. Tyler Steen came into camp as the favorite to take over that spot. But now, depending on Dickerson's status, plans might shuffle. They've got veteran Matt Pryor, who's played in 92 games and started 39, plus Kenyon Green, a former first-rounder who's still trying to prove he belongs after a rough rookie year and a lost 2023 season. Dickerson had his fair share of injury issues at Alabama, but since joining the NFL, he's been as dependable as they come. That streak might be in jeopardy now, and the defending champs could be staring down some serious O-line juggling before the season even starts. And if you think you've already been surprised, the next piece of information that just came out might spark even more debate. Jalen Hurts just won a Super Bowl, took home the game's MVP, and yet somehow he's showing up low, or not at all, on some top 10 QB lists heading into 2025. The biggest eyebrow raiser? Cam Newton leaving him completely off his list. Yeah, the same Hurts who just outdueled the league in the biggest game of the year. Newton's reasoning? Basically, look at the weapons he's got. A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Saquon Barkley, implying Hurts is riding the talent wave more than steering the ship. Nick Sirianni clearly wasn't buying that take. While he didn't name Newton directly, the Eagles head coach threw a well-aimed counterpunch on the Lots to Say podcast, reminding everyone what a quarterback's real job is, making everyone else better. In Sirianni's words, the job of the quarterback is to raise the level of everybody on the field. He doubled down on what makes Hurts special, the guy's selflessness. If Philly needs him to air it out 50 times, he's good. If Saquon needs to run it 50 times, Hurts is all in. That kind of adaptability is rare, and it's part of why Hurts is so respected in the locker room. And then there's the contrast between talk and action. Cam Newton was a dominant force in his prime, but everyone remembers that infamous Super Bowl moment where he hesitated to dive on his own fumble. Hurts? He's known for doing the exact opposite, literally diving headfirst into a pile of 300-pound linemen for the tush push, a play that's become Philly's trademark because their QB is willing to take that hit every single time. Those little acts of grit are exactly what Sirianni thinks should matter when evaluating quarterbacks. He even floated the idea that QBs should get credited with wins the way pitchers do in baseball. Sure, football's the ultimate team sport, but if pitchers can get a W despite having 8 other guys on the field, why not quarterbacks? When it comes down to it, Hurts might not have the flash of Joe Burrow, the highlight reels of Lamar Jackson, or the rocket arm of Josh Allen, but he's got something just as valuable. The ability to lift up the guys around him and put his body on the line to get the job done. Oh, and now he's got a Super Bowl ring to prove it. That's not just worth a top 10 spot, it's worth a little more respect. Fans have every reason to stay alert. The latest news could have an impact both on and off the field. And seeing certain names questioned after what they've delivered is, at the very least, controversial. Subscribe so you don't miss the latest Eagles updates.